Cellar. The basement? Is there something in the basement? It's picking up all kinds of words, Chad, but I'm not, I don't know if I'm, rate? I don't know if I'm.
Should we go to the basement?
Oof. Okay, Chad, you just asked. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I mean, we're here to capture this kind of stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off right now because I personally don't feel comfortable.
Travis and Chad have been friends since childhood, and they've always shared an interest in the paranormal. After several ghost hunting trips, they decided to take their interest to the next level and formed the Greater Rockford Apparition and Ghost Group. Now they load up on candy and take the GRAGGmobile on trips all over the country to investigate the unknown. These are their stories. Mission Terror, the Grag Ventures. As this vintage postcard says, greetings from Rockford, Illinois, the hometown of the Greater Rockford Apparition and Ghost Group. Rockford is the third largest city in Illinois, with tons of beautiful tourist sites, a great appreciation for the arts, and it is surrounded by the farmland of Winnebago County, which is where the GRAG team actually got their start. This investigation, however, brings the GRAGGonites to the heart of downtown Rockford. The GRAG team is extremely excited to be in the Forest City for their biggest investigation yet. Often called the Midway City because its location is halfway between Chicago and Galena, Rockford is a city with rich history and it has a lot of famous landmarks. Now, some of these famous landmarks also have ghost stories attached to them, such as Rockford College, Twin Sisters Woods, and Tinker's Swiss Cottage. But the GRAG team is downtown by the mighty Rock River to check out the building we are investigating tonight. A national landmark and one of Rockford's most famous buildings, the beautiful Coronado Theatre. Opening its doors on October 9th, 1927, the Coronado originally cost $1.5 million to build. Considered one of the top theaters in the United States, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1979, and in 2010 was voted one of the United States' greatest architectural wonders. The stage has seen such acts as Frank Sinatra, Judy Garland, Sammy Davis Jr., and Milton Berle, and it still hosts famous headlining acts. It also has a haunted history. It has been said that the Coronado has a few resident ghosts. Willard Van Mater, the original theater owner, is said to be one of them. The Coronado Performing Arts Center, the gem of Rockford, Illinois. We're here in our hometown, the town that started it all. We are the Greater Rockford Apparition and Ghost Group, and we are here at Rockford's most famous building, the Coronado Theatre. And we've been given permission to do a paranormal investigation. This is a huge honor for the GRAG team. This is Rockford's most famous building. It is a national landmark. Artists such as Frank Sinatra have been here. JFK was here when he was running for president. So the opportunity for us to go in this building and actually have permission to go in this building and investigate is a huge deal. We got our start in Rockford, and it's great to be here again, investigating its most famous building. We can't wait. It's beautiful. With the Rock River behind me, I'm standing here in downtown Rockford's Beatty Park. Beatty Park is located just adjacent to the Coronado Theatre, which is just right across the street. Now, Beatty Park is famous on its own. It's actually a national landmark. And you might think I'm standing on a hill, but I'm not standing on a hill at all. You see, the reason Beatty Park is famous is because they discovered these Native American burial mounds.
here in the park. And many people think that one of the reasons the Coronado is haunted is because when they built it, they think they built over some of these Native American burial grounds. It might be an explanation, it might not be, but we're ready to go investigate it and see exactly what's going on inside the Coronado.
As the sun started to set, we decided to head back to the Graggmobile to prepare for the night ahead of us and wait for dead time to begin our investigation. The fading sun as we drove through downtown Rockford brought on the excitement of anticipation for the experience ahead of us. But it also brought on the nervousness we always get before going on one of our investigations into the unknown. One thing is for sure, it wouldn't be a Grag investigation without the Grag Ghost Hunting snack of choice, dots. Looks like Chad is out, so we better pick some up.
GRAGGonites. We're here at the GRAGGonado, sitting in the car. We just arrived, and it is dark out. And we're in downtown Rockford, but it is a creepy feel. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel creeped already, man. They have the lights on for us, so we're getting ready to go in and meet Lewis for the first time. He's going to be our tour guide periodically until we decide to take some hunts by ourselves, man. So.
Yeah, so we're going to meet Lewis now. He's going to give us a tour, show us all the hot spots, and give us a little history, and then we're going to check it out. So let's go. GRAGGonado. Check that place out, man.
Can you believe it?
I wish the sign was lit up with the Grag name on it. Look at this place. It's so huge. Like, it goes all the way from there. It's basically like an entire city block. And we have this place to ourselves tonight, man.
Our tour guide is Lewis, the technical director of the theater who has worked there for over 12 years. He requested to not appear on camera.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. This is the woman's dressing room?
Yep.
Nice. Uh-oh, the lights are going off. That's creepy.
The orchestra pit here. That's the organ.
So I don't know if it's your kind of thing or anything, but have you ever like had any like ghostly experiences or any creepy things happen to you?
Yeah, I have. You know, there's been a few times.
Yeah.
The one that made me really scared was one time I had an 80-piece orchestra set on the stage, and I was running late one morning to come in for a tour, and I usually go into the stage by my office, and I came in the stage left door, and there was something running across the stage, whatever, you know, it's pitch, you know, in the theater you can't see anything.
Right.
And yeah, whatever it was running across the stage.
Oh, man.
And, I knew there was nobody in here because we have motion detectors in the theater, you know, and stuff, so whatever it was, it knew its way through the orchestra with all the chairs and stands and lights and cords everywhere. But it made its way across the stage and it stopped. And I got really cold. And it's like, I'm not here to hurt nobody or harm nobody. I'm here to do my job. I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah.
And you can hear the footsteps walking away.
Oh, man.
It's the rehearsal hall.
Okay. And you said like this is like part of the newer.
This was part of Jackson's piano. So.
Okay.
Yep, 2000. Over here, this is history.
As we're walking through, all the lights are going off.
Yeah, right.
Here, these apartments here, we're using for dressing rooms now, but they used to be apartments for single mothers back in 1927.
Oh, really?
Got the old Murphy beds.
Oh, wow.
Got the old stuff there.
This just
the
feels
iron
old.
board. Here, this is what the dressing rooms used to look like.
Wow. Cool. What's this little door here? Where'd that go?
That's for plumbing.
I'm like, wow, is it like a secret passage? So Lewis has given us a tour, and as we go through, all the lights are going out. It's about that time. I'm getting kind of nervous.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Third floor lobby space.
Oh, wow.
And bathrooms and a bar for the people that sit in the building.
Wow.
So the balcony's up here then, huh?
Yep.
Main Street again. There's the Graggmobile right there.
Fill the car up there.
Here's the manager's apartment. Everything's still original, other than the bedroom.
Wow.
This used to be his bedroom. Mr. and Mrs. Van Mater's. There's a picture of them and also a picture of the bedroom and what it used to look like.
Okay.
And who is this now?
Mr. and Mrs. Van Mater, the original owners of the theater.
Okay.
I've read somewhere that people say that the resident ghost there, is it
Yep.
one of them or both of them, or?
Mr. Van Mater is the one I've seen.
Yeah. Oh, did you think that's who
I've
you
seen-
talked or was walking?
No, this
or?
was a different time. There was another time we had just got done loading out Titanic, the Broadway show.
Yeah, sure.
And there was about 16 of us on stage, and we was getting ready to do an all-city theater thing with all the high school.
That's what I did
We
here,
a
yeah.
big play here, and the guys was making dry bombs and throwing them down the hallway, scared the security guard because he kept falling asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it was, it come out of the third floor lobby here, walked to the middle of the balcony, and stopped and looked at us, and we all seen the same thing, and it was an old, you know, smoky glare of an old man with the top hat, and you could see the seats through him, and we all kind of looked at each other, and he was just gone.
Oh,
So
man.
we wandered through the theater thinking somebody was in here,
Right.
nobody was here. So
Man,
there were
that's
16.
great. I want to live here. This is so great. Yeah.
And this is the kitchen area here.
I feel like I'm straight up back in the 30s or something.
And there's another picture of Mr. and Mrs. Van Mater.
Right here.
Yep. And then this painting here was done by Louis St. Pierre, which was the first stage manager of the theater. He gave it to the Van Maters as a gift for their apartment.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And they say he's still here with us also.
Wow. I read something else about if you go certain places, you might smell like perfume or something
Yeah,
like
on the
that.
mezzanine. We're gonna take
On the mezzanine?
Yep.
Oh, Chad. Get a shot going in there, man. Look at that.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's beautiful, man.
And everything you see up here in the balcony, the seats, these are original seats from when the theater first opened. And then down in the orchestra level, the first 5 rows of seats are still original seats.
Man, it was 1927 it opened?
Yep. October 9th, 1927.
That had to
Bob
be
Hope
it.
was the first act on stage.
Bob Hope was the first
In a
act on
stage play called Roberta.
That's
the
history.
first movie that was played here was Swim Girl Swim. And
the
the
20s.
skyline
Oh, wow.
is supposed to make it look like you're sitting in the Mediterranean at night.
Okay. I feel it.
You got 2 different villages.
Wow.
It's beautiful in here.
I love it.
Original paintings.
Man, look at this.
This is the office. This is where Mrs. Kylene, this is the lady that leaves a scent behind saying that, you know, they say if you smell it, she's just making her presence known.
Okay. And who was she originally?
She was the first office manager.
First office manager.
You know, it depends on where you are. You know, she's all over the place. So,
Yeah.
you know, a couple of my guys found, you know, smelled the stuff in the rafters, you know,
Oh,
going
really?
up to the baskets, the focus lights. So,
Wow.
you know, it's all over the place. So.
Wow.
There, that's the old box office.
Oh, that's neat. And look at this.
I forgot my key. So.
The design and everything. So much detail. I just crop dusted you, man.
That's not the smell of perfume.
Is that the grand tour then?
And then this will take you out here on stage. I saved the best for last.
Oh, yes. Check out that staircase. That's cool.
We got spiral staircase going up here on stage left.
It's amazing. Amazing.
And you know, a lot of the stagehands say that when you're here on the stage, you can, if you keep the doors open, you can usually see a shadow in the mirror in the historic lobby.
That's cool. Wow. How many seats?
2309.
Wow. Man, it's such a good,
We didn't sign up for a lighted tour, Travis.
beautiful, man. Look at this theater, though. Grag team here, man.
Oh, that's great.
Coronado Theatre. This is history.
This is the best drag tour we've ever done before, and we're getting ready to go up to Miss Kylene's hallway right now, to set up the grag cam and maybe a trigger prop of some sort and see if we can capture anything, honestly. So, you ready to do that?
Let's do it.
After Lewis's great tour of this amazing building, we begin our investigation.
Headed up to the mezzanine, but it is where they say a lot of the experiences with Miss Kylene, who was the first office manager. They say those happen up here. They say people very frequently will have the smell of perfume even though no one else is around. And Miss Kylene, one of the identified ghosts here at the Coronado, was the first ever office manager. So they said this is an area where she is very frequently spotted or smelled with the case of the perfume. So here's a staircase going up to the balcony, but we're here now, and we think that this would be a great place to set up some of our equipment. We're setting up here on the mezzanine level hallway by the offices, Miss Kylene's office, and this is currently what our eyes are picking up. As you can see, that is total blackness. But what we have done is we have set up what we call the grag cam, which is a special infrared full spectrum light that can pick up what the eye can't see. So this is what our eyes are seeing, and then when you look through the grag cam, this is what we see. And we'll have this recording all night so that people can see what we see.
The first apartments here, man?
One of the first apartments.
You want to go in there real quick?
I think we need to go in there and check it out. And actually, so they said this used to be an area, as you can see by the lights, there was a dressing room. They used it for a dressing room, and then they actually used it for, here's a picture of it when it was a dressing room. It just feels old in here. Just feels old-fashioned. This is the other apartment. Here's the kitchen. Creepy feeling in here. Again, when you walk into these rooms, it just feels like you're back in the 1930s or something. That's how old-fashioned it feels. The beds are still like hideaway beds. They're like behind these closets. They fold down. Man. So I was just in the bathroom, Chad. Did you? You're in here running, or you're gonna run an EVP, right?
Right.
And I was just in the bathroom, right? We were separated. Did you make any knocking noises?
I did not make any knocking noises, man.
This is what I heard, man. I was in the bathroom, and I heard, honestly, it sounded like, and one time I thought I heard a voice, Chad, and I thought it was you taking an EVP, man. And then I heard, I swear, I thought it had to be you because it was clear as day. Did you even hear any knocking?
I didn't hear any knocking at all, man. I
swear, I heard clear as day. And then.
No, man. I didn't hear anything.
Life, Chad. Are you serious, man? That wasn't you.
I promise.
I thought it was you. I thought it was you in here saying, "Could you please make a noise like this?" I thought that's what you were doing.
No, I didn't even actually ask any questions, man. I was just really trying to set up.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious, man?
I'm serious, man.
Oh boy. Chad, that's how loud it was, man. I was dead set that it was you. I was in here, man, and it just sounded like over there. And honestly, Chad, it sounded like I heard a noise coming from that way, man. I almost felt like I heard a man's voice, man. It didn't say any words, but it sounded like or something like that, man.
Really?
And then I heard just loud knocking, man. And I thought it was you, so I didn't think anything of it until I came out here and I was like, Chad, man, were you making knocking noises? Because, I'm not going to hear knocking and not ask about it, right? I'm going to at least...
Right.
Because it was loud, man, so I was like, Chad, I needed to ask you. I needed to know if it was you. And it wasn't, man?
I swear.
All right. So we think since this is a highly active area and this was the living space of the original owner, we thought this would be a great place to set up one of our newest grag tools. What is it, Chad?
It's just a highly sensitive motion sensor. We're going to set that up, and anything that passes by it is actually going to send an alarm straight to this remote here that we're going to be carrying with us at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So anywhere throughout the building, it's actually going to be able to pick that up, and it'll send an alarm to us and let us know that there is some possible paranormal activity up here.
Yeah. If that goes off, somebody is in here, and it's probably a spirit, and it's going to freak us out. So we're just getting that set up right now, and we're going to leave it here.
And then just as a quick test, so everyone knows how it's going to work.
Yeah, here's a test.
So he's turning it on. We'll be carrying this around.
And I'm going to put it on a low setting so it's not going to blow our eardrums off, but this is actually how it's going to sound to everyone.
We'll hear this sound if this motion detector.
So if anything passes by that, that's going to pick that sound up, and we're going to be notified anywhere else in the building.
So if we're walking anywhere in this building and we hear that sound, that means that something has passed this motion detector. Right now we're sort of setting it off because we're here. So we're going to leave this space. Okay, that's kind of weird.
If it was a light.
It just went off.
I know I mentioned earlier that it was highly sensitive, but it actually does take a little bit to set that thing off. So
Right, just a flashlight or something isn't going to do it. And we're standing in the same place we just were, moving around, and it's not making any noise. It sort of made a noise as we were walking away from it. Is that normal, Chad, or?
I don't know, man. We were kind of away from it when it
We were
sounded that last time.
That last time, it felt like we were kind of far away from it, actually. Man, it was weird. It was like
That was weird.
It was like we were walking away. It almost felt like something was following us.
Well,
you know what I mean? You know, Chad, you know the feeling it gives me? It feels like we were standing here or something, like setting it up. And maybe, man, maybe Mr. Van Meter, another presence, is in here right now. And when we walked away, he followed us, man. And he walked right through that sensor.
Right around this same time that we were in the Van Meter apartment, the Grag Cam, which was down on the mezzanine, picked up a few bizarre happenings on its own. If you look at the top of the stairs, right around now, you'll see a phantom light. Here's a replay. A little while later, we heard this unexplainable noise. What's even more bizarre is that within 30 seconds of us capturing this unexplainable noise, the Grag Cam, which has a full battery, does something that it's never done. It just shuts off on its own.
Chad, man, what do you want to do now, man? What other tests should we run?
We have to run the Alvolus in the theater.
Do you want to go do that now, man?
Do you want to?
Okay, let's go ahead and get on the balcony. And I'll tell you what, man, if that thing beeps while we're sitting in there, I will crap my pants. Full on, man. I might start crying.
Oh, man. Dude, this is terrifying.
Chad, dude, I want to sit in here, honestly, and, like, shut the light off, too.
Oh, man, this is so creepy. This is so creepy.
Man, they said they've seen people, like, sitting in these seats that weren't actually there.
I wish the camera could pick up what we're seeing, man.
I know, it really doesn't pick it up very well. And we're going to try one of our new tools. That might possibly ruin our night, because if we pick something up, honestly, it might be too scary to continue, man.
Oh, man.
I might run out of here if we pick something up. So this new tool, Chad, what is it?
This is called the Alvolus X. Basically what this is going to do for us is everything that you can hear in an EVP or electronic voice phenomena, you're going to be able to hear in real time with this.
So it's basically like doing EVP, but we'll hear words right away.
Right.
Or they'll show up on the screen. Is there anybody in here? You can communicate with us through this equipment. Willard Van Meter, are you here? Oh my gosh. It just told us ran. The word that it just said was ran.
Did you hear that noise coming from stage?
I heard a noise come from the stage, and then it said ran. Do you run? Ran? What do you mean ran? Did you hear that, Chad?
What was it, man?
I don't know. Where did it sound like it was coming from to you?
I felt like it was like getting a lot closer though.
Yeah, I feel like it was the same noise we've been hearing, but closer. Cellar. The basement? Is there something in the basement? It's picking up all kinds of words, Chad, but I don't know if I'm rate. I don't know if I'm.
Should we go to the basement?
Oof. Okay, Chad, you just asked. Oh my gosh. Oh my
All right,
gosh.
I mean, we're here to capture this kind of stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this off right now because I personally don't feel comfortable. I don't
feel right with this, man.
Do you want
to go to that lobby, man?
I don't like
I
that.
feel like I need to get out of here for a minute, man.
Let's go.
I do not feel okay right now.
I don't like that.
Go left. We're going down these stairs. Down these stairs, we'll find the grag cam. Right there.
I hit record on our grag camera. It wasn't recording.
Do you think something shut it off, man?
I don't know, man.
I remember you hit record, dude. I watched you. Do you want me to shut this off, man, or do you need to talk for a minute, or?
I'm pretty like up on our game with our equipment.
No, I watched you turn it on, man. Do you want me to leave this one in, or do you want me to shut it off, man?
It's whatever, man.
Okay, so we were just in the theater. We were in the balcony in the seats, and we were running the Ovilus. And the last thing you guys saw was us freaking out, and we ran out of the theater. We came down to the lobby where it's really kind of bright, just to like recover and rethink what was happening. On the way, we checked the grag cam, and we left it recording, and it had shut off. Something had shut it off. So that's weird. It doesn't ever just act like that. It doesn't just shut off at random. So that was freaky. But then it said, did you hear the noise over there?
Yeah. That was loud.
That was loud.
It was really loud.
What did that sound like to you?
Like something like knocked over, man.
You want to go check it out? As we're trying to explain this to you, we keep hearing like legit noises over there. So we're gonna go check that out. And then after that, we might be nuts or we might be brave, I don't know, but we think we're gonna head down to the cellar and try a couple tests. So let's go check out those noises.
We doing this? Going upstairs?
Yeah. Oh man, I'm terrified.
I don't like it.
I don't feel safe up here. Chad, seriously, man, like, when we first got here, I was not freaked out at all. Like, this is a big, beautiful building. I wasn't really expecting too much to happen, honestly. And then, man, like, it just started getting strange, you know what I mean? It just started being uncomfortable. What do you think, man? Do you want to go?
I think the basement, man.
We're going to the cellar?
I think we have to.
The basement? All right.
Call me crazy, man. I'm pacing right now.
Yeah.
I feel a little more comfortable knowing that we're going into the basement rather than...
Dude, I honestly feel terrified up here. I feel so afraid of that huge auditorium, man.
Right, because it's just so, like, I feel like you're so vulnerable in there.
Chad, you know what this feels like to me, man?
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Chad. Oh, man, look at that. Chad, here's the women's dressing room. Did we want to go in there and rent anything? Hey, wait.
What the hell is that, man?
Chad, dude.
Oh, dude. Dude, I smell it.
I smell perfume, man. I swear on my entire life, I am having chills through my body. I swear I smell perfume right now, man. Those are goosebumps. Chad.
I smell it, man.
Do you smell? Right here. Chad, we're in like a...
The woman's dressing room, man.
We're in like a backstage area right now, and we smell perfume, man. It's like, this is like concrete and like pipes and stuff, man. This shouldn't smell like woman's perfume. Even with the woman's dressing room right here, man.
It's getting strong, man. You smell that?
I'm freaking out, man.
Come on, man.
Chad, what did we read, man? We read that you can smell this stuff like down by the dressing rooms, man. Didn't we read that? I almost don't smell it in here, man. Honestly, for a second, I was like, oh, maybe it's because it's the women's dressing room. We smell something. Man, in here, I don't smell it. I smelled it in the hallway right by us, man.
Is there anybody in here?
You gonna go back in the hallway, man?
Yeah.
All right, open that door.
They said the men's dressing room is where we could possibly have some EVP. I smell it again, man, like right here.
I smell, dude, that smells like perfume, man.
It is so strong. I swear to God,
I can't get over that, man. When he gave us a tour earlier, I didn't smell it.
No.
And we stood here, man. We stood here for like 30 seconds. I didn't smell it. We walked by here twice, Chad. Chad and I were upstairs now. We were just downstairs in the dressing room. We're upstairs now. And we're backstage, and we were coming to go through the stage door. And then right before we went around the corner, we heard footsteps. And it sounded like the door opening and closing. So now we're going on stage, and we think we might have just heard somebody walk into here, but there's no one else in here, so that's kind of freaky. But we've heard reports about people walking across the stage like apparitions. Okay. Chad and I are now entering the stage. It's pitch black in here. There's no light.
It is dead quiet.
It is dead silent. Here's one of the curtains. I wish the camera could pick up what my eyes are seeing right now. It's amazing looking into all these seats. These nearly 3,000 seats. It's amazing looking out there. But it's also really spooky with the lights off. We're stage left backstage now. And right here towards the back, we found a spiral staircase that goes up to the grid. So we're gonna walk up that and check it out.
As we made our way up the spiral staircase, we were both stopped in our tracks as we were startled by what sounded exactly like organ music to us. It's kind of hard to hear, but here are a few replays.
What was that? Did you hear that? Yeah. Sound like, huh?
That was music.
That was definitely music. It sounded like an organ or something, didn't it?
It sounded just like an organ.
Chad and I are going up these stairs, and we swear we just heard what sounded like organ music in the background. And there's a very famous organ here at the Coronado, and we don't know what that was. It's 3 in the morning. We're the only people in here. So that's really creepy.
Come on, man.
We're here at the top of the fly space in the proscenium. Is there anyone up here? Can you make a noise? Do you want us to leave?
All right, man.
Let's head down.
Yeah.
As the time approached 4 a.m., we decided to gather our equipment and call it a night on our investigation of the Coronado Theatre.
Did you hear that music, man?
Dude, I heard that music.
Staircase?
What was that?
Seriously, like.
And it didn't sound like somebody's cell phone going off or something, man. It was like straight up music. Dude, I'm so creeped out right now. And it's about 4 in the morning, and we just had the place locked up, and we're heading out. It was a great experience. It was an honor for the GRAGG team to check out Rockford's most famous building, and it was huge. It took us forever just to go through the whole place. Having a tour with Lewis was great, and hearing some of his stories about some of the experience was amazing. It was honestly great just to be in a place with so much history. And we got some good stuff. Honestly, I don't know if the camera picked it all up, but we experienced some really scary stuff. So there's definitely activity happening here in Rockford's most famous building, the Coronado Theatre. So, but keep watching, and we'll keep investigating.